Hello Cancer, welcome to my Page the Right Guidance. My name is Lisa and I'm here to bring you some channeled intuitive guidance for August the 5th through the 15th, 2019. I'm going to use two decks so I can bring in information for you for love and relationships and for your life in general. So using John Hollins, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, and then Angel Tarot cards for your general message by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay? What I'm going to have you guys do while I'm shuffling is to pay attention to any cards that really resonate with you, okay? Even though the whole entire reading is for your sign, it's for you, there's going to be one card from, of course, the love reading, this part, and there's going to be one for your life in general. So that message is just going to kind of be like your catalyst card type of thing, okay? So we just have one more here. And I'll center them on the camera, don't worry. I had to change my setup because I was having a lighting issue with the other sign. So if you're watching your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, that's fine. And you might be a cross watcher as well, watching for someone else's sign, maybe a significant other. So you are welcome to do so. And you can also still pick a card if you're asking your angel and guide, you know, for help navigating that relationship with someone else, if this is someone else's sign. No problemo here. Alrighty, I am ready to start. All right, Cancer, I think you can see okay, all right? It's me who can't see very well. I'm like having to sit up tall. This is craziness. Okay. All right, so pick a card from row number 1 and a card from row number 2. And if this reading resonated with you, I would love a thumbs up so I'm aware. And if you could subscribe to my page and help me grow, I'd really appreciate that too. And you can also tell your friends that they can also come here for their reading for the next 10 days. Okay, so let's see, Cancer, what you got going on for the next 10 days. Now, even though all the cards have a message, because these are my cards, I don't pay attention to what they say. I'll still tell you what all the cards say because I think that's respectful. But because I'm doing channeled intuitive readings for you, it's how I relay messages and how my guides send it to me, okay? So yes, card number 1 says that you have earned a well-deserved reward. And of course you have. For me, you are basically on top of the world as far as your game. Now, what that means is you, to me, are surrounded in the white light, which means you've either been doing your work, and because this is kind of your love section, either working on being the best version of you, for regardless if you're single or partnered up. It is about you being confident in what you bring to the table, as this person's stance is very confident, but realizing that you are a being that is here to work and be the best version of yourself. So if you've been putting that effort into yourself, or you have been contemplating or doing your best to meditate or doing your best to, you know, make sure there's balance and give receive and to be the best version of you. But don't forget, you have to be the best version of you for yourself first, okay? Because self-care is incredibly important in this day and age. And this confidence will come from you feeling that first you're taking care of your needs first, okay, Cancer? So I want just to make that clear. Let's see what the rest of the messages have to say, so that way I can put it all together for you. Okay? And it's funny, this card has come up for almost every single sign, it seems, lately. And yes, it is the card that does say, listen, but I will tell you what this card means to me, okay? And when I talk to my guides, I will zoom in and I want you to see her brilliant eyes are green, and green is healing, okay? So yes, it's about listening to what your higher self is telling you that you need, okay? So in love and relationships, what do you need? And what healing do you need to bring to maybe past relationships? So for those of you who are single, or even if you're partnered, you know, everything you've learned about relationships up until this point have taught you about yourself, how you are in relationships, and what you have put up with, or what you have dealt with, or what you have not received, or what you've received. What we want you to do as your spiritual advisors is to make sure you're coming to a place where you put your healing in your past, okay? Realizing to take stock on who were you in those relationships, your good and your bad, okay, and the ugly, and to make peace with that. So to make sure you give healing space and time and contemplation time during meditation or going out in nature on your own, and really listen, okay, and give thanks for everything you've learned up until this point in relationships. And again, like, how are you going to confidently, like card number 1, put your best foot forward so that way you feel like you're bringing gold to the table, because, you know, all of us, when we've done the work and we're feeling confident, we feel we're gold and we're worthy of, you know, everything we want in relationships. So make sure that first you're putting healing towards yourself and everything you've learned, so you can also tell the universe what it is you're looking for. Let's see what the rest of the messages say, just to see what your guides want. Okay, so this is the card of, it says dedicated effort. I want you to really pay attention to, just like how I read, but you see here, you're painting, you're designing your life, what you want the relationship to look like. Of course, in this mural, you have Mary and Joseph in this mural, and they're not really the power couple in modern day, but you know what, like, you see they're leaning on each other for support. So if you're thinking about how you want your romantic life to look, or how your partnership should look for you, who gives a shit about the outside? Stop worrying about what your social media relationship looks like to other people, okay? What do you want your relationship to look like? When you think about your partner, do they support you? Do they have your back? Are they your number 1 fan? Are they your motivator? Are you their motivator? We want balance, give, receive in all relationships. And this is you designing your relationship, whether you are currently in one or moving towards one, okay, or looking for one. What dedicated effort can you put in to this relationship, so that way you are the partner of someone else's dreams and you are the partner of your dreams, and your partner can then be an amazing, balanced participant and companion for you, okay? So you want to be having each other's back, and you can do so from a healed point to say, like, this is what I learned my best attributes are. You can tell your partner, if you have one, what their best attributes are. And don't forget to check in with each other and see what each other's needs, and, you know, ask them if they would like to give you feedback on what you can do better and what they can do better. And, you know, dedicate time to the relationship. Your relationship is your most important, first with yourself and then your significant other, because when you have the support of someone who loves you, you're on fire. All right. Now, this card says share the love. When I see this card, this heart in this person's hand has cracked, okay? But there is a healing light that's coming through it. So if you are currently in your hand, if you are nursing a broken heart and you are actually going through a healing time, that's fine, okay? This is a healing card, okay? So you have green healing around the hand, and in your hand, you are nursing your heart, and you are deciding to put your heart first. And you see in the background here, there's a whole bunch of couple silhouettes, and they are holding hands, okay? So in order for you to want to offer love, you first have to be balanced and you have to be healed. Please do not enter into a relationship with someone else if you're still broken or carrying a resentment or anger or anything else from a past relationship. You are not doing yourself any good, or you're not honoring what you've learned about yourself in those situations if you're still pissed about it. So really take stock of who you were in that relationship, what you put up with, what you did, whatever. All the less than favorable parts, put it on the table, ask for forgiveness, release it to the universe, to God. Open your hand and say, I let this go. I'm not going to carry this broken part of myself any longer. Give thanks for everything you've learned about yourself in those relationships, because you should absolutely honor that. And then open your hand to receive the love. So when we do the healing, and even if you're in partnership, this is just plain as day message, but we want to be able to offer love because we're healed and we actually bring something to the table, which is peaceful and calm and not desperate and, not confident. You know what I mean? We want to know that you're confident. So when you feel like you're confident, that's when you're ready to go back into the dating world, for those of you who are single. Okay, so do the work. When you're healed and confident in what you bring to the table and you're balanced and you're ready and you're happy, then that's a great time to open your heart up to love, okay? Okay, we have the heart chakra card because, you know, you have a lot of healing going on here. And in the heart chakra, you might need to do some work, and that's okay. And this is regardless if you're partnered or single. You can find lots on this channel, this beautiful YouTube channel, for guided meditations to heal your heart chakra. You can just, again, like I said, do some effort, do some dedicated effort, and process everything you've learned about yourself in relationships and put a healing, okay? And give thanks and offer yourself healing, to give yourself the time that's needed. For those of you who are single and perhaps just have left a relationship or a marriage, you know, anytime we leave a relationship, it's not easy, and that's okay. It's okay for it not to be easy, and it's okay for you to be struggling, and it's okay to ask for help. So please reach out to the people who can help you, and give yourself that time. Give yourself that self-care time to do the work here. And the best way to do the work is to journal and put my relationship with so-and-so and what I learned and what red flags that I missed and what I chose to ignore, and really just deep dive into that relationship and take the beauty from it and give thanks to that person for coming here, because a lot of us are here to balance karmic relationships. And, you know, we come together so we can learn from each other and put each other through our paces so that the best version of ourselves really comes through. Okay. So we are really reaching that catalyst time, guys. So do the work. It's going to do you the biggest favor. So don't put that off any longer. Okay. Let's see what the next 10 days also hold for you. Okay. Wow, a couple signs have got this card. This is the Three of Water in traditional tarot. It's the Three of Cups, which is a celebrations card. It's saying that you could be going and attending celebrations. It is an emotions card. The water cards here are emotions. Same with cups. They're about your emotions and how you're giving of your emotions. So again, if you're feeling balanced and ready to put yourself back out there, great. It just means, like, even in a celebration, if you're attending someone's wedding, whether you're coupled or not, you know, really ground yourself, really go there expecting to have a good time, and really put your best foot forward. You know, there could be lots of emotions when we're in a family event or going to a wedding. So just go there with the expectation you're going to have a great time. It looks like something wonderful is happening in the next 10 days. So expect to have a good time regardless. Don't project. I just have a feeling some of you, are projecting, you know, either, you know, certain people are going to be there and you're projecting what your expectation is on that event. So your guides are saying, oh, please, you know, don't do that. Expect to have a nice time, and you will. Another Cups card, Water card, Knight of Water. He is emotional and romantic, enthusiastic and contemplative. And Aries just got this card as well. And so you could be partnered with an Aries. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, perhaps an invitation to a social event. So again, they're kind of tied in their messages as far as what the cards are saying. I'm telling you, just like I told Aries here, there's a gentleman, I'll show you, who's confidently riding a dolphin. And there's lots of waves. So there could be waves in your life, and there could be all kinds of different, not necessarily like bad waves, but a lot going on. And it's just telling me that you're riding the waves like a champion surfer, so that you're really managing things just fine. So if there's a lot going on and you're worried about being able to manage it, you're riding the waves like a champion, okay? So realize that, yeah, life might be rocky at times for those of you who are experiencing that. For the rest of you, it just shows like a shitload of confidence. If you're asking me, oh my God, why do I keep hitting this? I'm so sorry. A lot of confidence, okay? And I would say he's even a little cocky in his confidence, but that's okay. So if you've done lots of work and you're feeling like you're navigating things well, and you know, work and life balance, you've got like lots going on. And so if you take the next 10 days and you really focus on doing all this, you're going to feel really proud of yourself, and you're going to feel confident. Like, look at me, I can manage a little self-care, a little meditation time. I can do some journaling on healing. I can release this shit so I'm free of these burdens once and for all. Who the hell wants to carry that? And I can really concentrate for the remainder of the summer of getting out there and celebrating with friends and going to events and really having a good time. Okay? You got the Strength card. Very similar reading to Aries, actually. And I was joking with Aries because they're riding a dolphin, and here you're riding a tiger, okay? And here in the Strength card, she's got, you know, her sword and shield, but she's not in fight position. She is being protected, and she's strong and fierce, okay? Which is, again, coming across as being very confident, Cancer. And this is great. What the card says is great inner strength, releasing the harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So just like Aries, I said I agreed with that whole entire statement, because that's really what you're doing, is the forgiveness and compassion for, of course, yourself and the other in any of your past relationships. You've got great inner strength so that you can move forward being the best version of you, Cancer, okay? Justice card. Holy mackerel. Your cards, just like Aries, are very similar. All right, Justice card. And I shuffled before I even turned the camera on. So it's about balanced and just decisions and making sure there's fairness on both behalves. So, you know, in relationships, perhaps you're splitting things, or you might be going through a divorce, or you might be going through something legal, but it just might mean in life, make sure that you're not just looking out for your own gain. Okay, in relationships, even in work, making sure you're being fair, to give credit where credit is due, and just being fair. Do what you know is right in every situation, and make sure that when you talk to people how you want to be treated as well. Be the kind of person you want to encounter on all levels, okay? Your last but not least card, Nine of Fire. What it says is for you to not give up, protect what you've created, and have courage and belief in yourself. And I will somewhat agree with those statements. To me, what this is about, it's about protecting. Yes, it's a protection card, but not from a negative thing. It's about not giving yourself so freely to every person who's requesting your attention in the next 10 days. What they want you to do is to really carve out time for you and to learn to say no, okay, in the next 10 days, just to do the work that you need. So if you take your journal out and for the next 10 days, book different self-care things, and the time to do this work, and the time to honor yourself, and the time to do, say, your heart chakra work, and the releasing of the past, and do some meditation and listen internally on what your body needs for healing. So you might need to seek out a therapist for a massage, or even an actual therapist if you need to. Whatever help you need, you find it. A dedicated effort is about doing some journaling about, what do I want my romantic relationship to look like? What kind of partner do I want to be? And what do I want reflected back at me? And then take your time through these cards as well, being strong. Once you've done all that work, realize you're going to come out a stronger person, Cancer, and just honor yourself with this time to do that. It's 10 days. The weather's nice. It's a great time to go to the lake. I mean, I'm from Toronto. I don't know where you're all watching from. You can leave it in comments. I'd love to hear. But get out and spend some time with you. You can even say to a friend, I'm going to go do some internal work. Want to go grab some Starbucks. Let's go sit at the lake. Let's turn off for an hour. You do you, I do me. And then we can go for dinner at the end of it, right? Those are great little rewards. And when you talk someone else into doing it with you, then it's a commitment. Okay, in place. I hope you have found these messages helpful, Cancer. Please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you don't mind. And of course, if you'd like to leave me a message, please do so on how it resonated. You can also reach me on my Facebook page if you would like a private reading. It's The Right Guidance, the same name as this channel. Have an amazing 10 days.